feel like it should be like the old Batman, right? From like the 60s and 70s, the old Batman. Or it was probably the 70s. It had Wayne, had the guy, what was his name? Anyways, I knew the guy because he lived up there in Sun Valley and fly fished a lot. So I've run across him a few times, but he played the old Batman. But this whole fiasco with the truck reminds me of like the old Batman, like when they announced when it's the end of the kind of the episode and they're going on to next week and they kind of show you what's going on, but they'll cut it right in the middle when the bad guy comes in and maybe Wayne or Batman or Robin is captured and tied up and under duress, or their lives are threatened by a boiling vat of killer sharks or something. And the TV host guy with the voiceover says something like, "Is this the end? Has Batman met his fate?" I mean, holy shit. Hopefully I saged. I played that drum out. And I really, the sage and stuff I picked up from Standing Rock, which is where Wanagi comes from. And that burning that sage is supposed to clear the air, clear your energy, take away evil spirits or whatever you want to call it. But it kind of helps to reset and re-verify where you're at. Gives you a fresh start. It's believed, kind of. And so I kind of buy into that, you know. I've done it. It works for me. It's part of my spirituality thing. I just done it for a few years. Well, I forgot to sage this truck before we left, which I should have done in the first place. I also probably, since I was having a problem with the oil, and I took it back to that guy, the tire shop place, the auto mechanic shop I went to get the oil change done. And I was thinking, maybe I should take it somewhere, like a Ford dealer or something, and just have them go through it and make sure those guys didn't do some damage, you know? And that's my intuition or whatever you want to call it. And, you know, I didn't think much. I thought I was overreacting. I'm just like, nah, it'll be okay. And that's why I took it back to them to have them look it over. And they said, no, it seems okay. So, yeah, nothing I can do now. It's all hearsay. Pointless. It's just trying to get it, I don't know, cash out on the truck, and hopefully they pay for it. I don't know if that would go under my insurance if some auto shop does something like that. I have full coverage insurance. Or if it would be covered some other way. I don't know. I'm guessing I probably got to get a lawyer, though. And I'm going to have to go to court and take them to court and fight them. And hopefully get something from Ford that makes that statement that they believe that's what happened, is there was too much oil in the transfer case. And at this point, it's mixed. So it's just going to be hearsay, really, because you can't prove it, you know, in that way. I mean, I have a witness, I guess, you know, or I took it back to them and it was leaking oil and it hadn't done that before and they didn't see any sort of problem. But I definitely noticed that the dipstick has too much oil on it. There's no question about that. It's overfilled with oil. So I guess it's trying to determine if that can be determined at this point. But if it's mixed and the engine's seized, there's probably not much they can do. They can drain the oil out. I added water, though, and I don't know if that's mixed into the oil or not. The oil looks fine, so who knows what's happened. So it's a little more complicated than it just being, you know, oh, the truck broke down. It's my house, you know, and this whole RV sliding camper on the back of this truck makes it more difficult for me to do anything. And everything I own is in here. My camera equipment, you know, my fishing equipment, and I mean, that's a substantial investment in fly rods and all that other shit and camping gear. And what am I going to do and where am I going to live? I have nowhere to live. I can't go live at my parents' house. You know, I can't go live at friends' house. I don't have anybody I can go move in with. I can't afford to pay rent. And then on top of that, you know, I do have some money, but it's very limited. Like, so it's, you know, I don't know. I can't tell you what's going to happen tomorrow. All I know is that I'm in a pickle. This sucks. it just sucks. Yeah. Not anything more than that, just sucks. So right on. Hey, so here's the truck. A tow truck came. This guy came yesterday, but he didn't have the right tow truck because I have rear-wheel drive, and you can't tow a rear-wheel drive. Normally you have to undo the drive system if you're going to do that. So he went back home, came back. It's New Year's Day. Brought this big old thing. We put the truck up here. Amazing guy right here. I'm so stoked. And yeah, it's loaded up. So we're gonna head up to Ensenada and leave it at the Ford dealer, and hopefully that'll be it, you know, and get it fixed. It's gonna take a new engine though, I bet. So that's just how it goes. So shit, we're making it down the road, but if something worse couldn't happen, right? So the tow truck, one of his dually tires is flat on the tow truck. So now we got to find a place where he can get his tire fixed, because he's only got one tire, and if that tire goes down, we're fucked. Shit. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's just one thing after another. It's crazy. It's life, but what the fuck? Like literally, what the fuck? It just, I thought, you know, holy shit, I'm gonna be paying a lot of money, and then now his tires fucking, those are good, but it's the other side. He's got a flat on one of them. It's a dually, so he has two tires, but this is too much weight for one tire. See, look. See how that tire's moving? It's flat. Crazy. So we're getting the tire repaired. Our hero, right on, the hero for the day, fixing the tire on this tow truck. Shit happens, man. Life is lifing right now. Anyways, hopefully we'll get the tire fixed and get rolling down the road. They're dually, so one was flat, and he'll be able to repair it hopefully, and then we'll be good. So anyways, what's next? Hey, how's it going? So an update with Nagi. She hadn't ate all day and not much water either. We just got dropped off by the tow truck. He just dropped us off in front of the Ford dealer, literally in the front whatever of the Ford dealer here in Ensenada, Mexico. And the service guy, or the security guy, knows we're here, so that's cool. New friend Justin, who kind of was the one who helped get the tow truck while I was in the middle of the desert with no cell service, and he kind of followed us up here. And he, depending on what happens tomorrow and how long it takes them to get to my truck and ordering things and what they think it's going to be, it may take a week, it may take longer, and depending on that, he may give me a ride up to my parents' house and at least transport some of my more expensive, you know, my photography equipment, my fly fishing equipment, kind of that sort of stuff, and just get it out of here. So this is safe, and it will be safe if it's at the Ford dealer, but it just depends on when they get it into the service bay. We're right next to that, and whether they can start today. I mean, tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. is when they open. Today's New Year's Day, so they weren't open today. So but hopefully tomorrow I'll find out when they can schedule me in there, and then they're going to have to order parts and do all that, so it's going to be a process. But I'm beat, I'm exhausted. I know she is. She wasn't that comfortable. She kind of could lay down in the truck. We had to scramble, you know, because I had to pay 2,400 pesos for the tow, which is about $1,200 US, and I had like just a little bit under $200 on me. I was only allowed to take out like $1,000 out of my Versateller, and then I had to scramble, and I actually filled the tow truck driver's truck up with like 60 gallons of diesel just to help pay for the cost of the tow. But we ended up squaring out, and I ended up being able to come up with all the money, thanks to Justin. Even lent me like 1,600 pesos. So we just made it and paid that off, which was great, because I didn't want to owe that guy. That wouldn't have been cool. He went out of his way. It was a lot of money, but it was a long drive. Holy hell. And I mean, I was in the middle of nowhere. So anyways, we're going to get some, when Augie's eating, getting liquids, fluids, I'm going to eat something, get some water in me, and relax. And then go to bed, because I didn't get much sleep last night. It was really noisy with the trucks flying by us because we were parked really close to the road. And then there was a huge storm all day. It was windy and rainy, and just, it was pretty rough. So But we're grateful we're here in Ensenada. It's the next step. Now it's just trying to get the car taken care of and fixed, and how much that's going to cost. But there's, it's got to get done. I mean, I don't know what else I'd do, because we can't walk away from the truck. It would be ridiculous after dumping $22,000 into it already. So, but it'll get sorted out. The divine, my higher power, is watching out for me. I know it. We got here safe, thank God. And that's it. Love you guys. Thanks for checking out my channel and more adventures. It's just, right? It isn't an adventure till something goes wrong. And life gets life in sometimes and just throws shit your way, and you just gotta walk through it and just keep doing the next indicated thing and get on the other side. And it's just how it is, bad shit happens to good people. It's just how it goes. All right, love you guys. Peace out. Say peace out. You want to say peace out? Peace out. So I'm using this tape to document. I'm sorry for the noise. I've got traffic right here, but I'm actually at the Ford dealer here in the service station, Serviso Ford station here in Ensenada, California. It is January 2nd, 2023, and my engine seized up. And part of the reason for my engine seizing up, I'm gonna have them go over and do a diagnostic and let me know what they find out. But the engine is seized. I had to get towed back here over 8 hours on a tow truck because the engine won't run anymore. And the problem is the dipstick. So I got an oil change done in San Diego, California, at a place called... Hey, how's it going? Right on. So we're down on the beach here. Look, Wanagi's having fun. So we're down here on the beach in Ensenada, Mexico. Trucks at the Ford dealer. They're doing a diagnostic to figure out what's going on with it and what it's going to take to fix it. It's going to, who knows, into the afternoon. But we're just down here. The Ensenada Bay is over here, and then that's south down Baja that way. And we're just hanging out with a buddy, Justin, right here. He's the guy who saved our ass down south. He went and drove north, found us a tow truck, came back, hung out for the night while we were hanging out and camped out, just so there's, more people and we're safe, and so indebted to this guy. He's a good human being. Anyways, we're just gonna mess around, till we find out what's going on with the truck, enjoy ourselves. There's no use moping. We might as well just keep living and having fun, and hopefully we'll find some good adventure and fun things to share with you guys while we wait for the truck to get fixed, and whatever that's going to entail, I'll let you know. Yeah, we're just going to have fun. Wanagi's running free on the beach, one of her favorite things to do, and if we find anything cool, show you and share it with you. All right, peace. Hey, how's it going? So we just came across, we're walking through Ensenada, just kind of cruising around, seeing what's what, and heading towards the tourist area. But we came across this amazing villa and this door. Look at this door. How ornate is that? You see this? I'm gonna back up a little bit. But the ironwork that went into this, and then the stonework, it looks like almost like a castle. Look at this, and then this ironwork. I'll go in a little close to get a little more close-ups. But just look at the work that went into that door. Huh? It's like medieval looking. And then it's just a garage door, like entrance to this guy's villa. But beautiful, and the villa is amazing. You can see it back in there. But just ornate. I love that. There's a town called Todos Santos South, Baja, that we were going to go to. Hopefully, maybe we will still. But that's what I love about that town. You walk the streets, and everyone's villa, house, whatever you want to call it, in town has these amazing ironwork doors and big, cool carved wood doors, and they look really old and they're amazing. So anyways, just thought I'd share that. Yo, how's it going? I gotta go fast before the music takes me out for monetization, but we're at a restaurant in Ensenada hanging out, just checking out the beach here. Wanagi's just checking out the surf there too. And we'll come out food more when the food comes out. I'll show you, but I gotta turn it off because the music's gonna monetize. Can I film you? It's okay? Okay. Yeah, Justin said it's okay to film, but we just did kind of an advertisement for this restaurant we're at because they wanted us to be like facing this way towards the beach, and they gave us 2 margaritas. And lucky Justin, I don't drink alcohol, so he gets to drink both those margaritas. But yeah, it's gonna be a good day, and just enjoying the view. And I'll throw Justin over my shoulder if we need to and get him back to his hotel. Probably not needed, but anyways.